Hello champ, in this video I'm going to show you how to shade the directions, colors and reflection, everything how it works. So let's get into business and don't forget to leave a like. Oh yeah, first of all, let me show you how directions work. People really get lost on this and I want to really get into the point with you. So, how directions are going to work on this doggo depending on the way that the light is touching the doggo. I'm going to show 3 different ways. From left to right, diagonal, from right to left, diagonal, and from down to upwards. Oh yeah! Okay, first thing that we need to think is about the shapes that are going on here. As an example, if we just transform it into something more simple, here, the forehead, since it's going through it's in front of us, it's like this, it's not turned upwards. There's a part, of course, that is going to be turned upwards. This part is going to get more light than the one that is totally like 90 degrees. So this place right here, it's not going to receive light. There is no way it's going to receive light. First of all, because it's deep, and also because it's turned to us, not into the light. Another place here, there is a bone in the face of the animal. If this bone is going upwards, it's going, let's say, got a bigger volume, it's going to receive light here. It's going to receive also light here. So remember, if there is a strong light there, at the side of it, it's going to have a strong shadow. If we see the muzzle as a rectangle, remember what I said? Simple shapes, simple formats to see things. If we see it as a simple shape, and it's coming like this, is the light touching here? No, the light's not touching here. The light's not. And even here, it cannot touch here. But different from a total rectangle, in this case, because it's an animal, this part here is not a total rectangle. The meat is falling down, the skin is falling. So it still receives light, not too much, not too little. Remember, muzzle, shazam! Opposite side, remember, following the direction. You follow the same direction as the arrow. I did this little part. Shadow. Because the light is not totally coming from the side. It's coming a little bit in front of the doggo. And if it's coming a little bit in front of the doggo, a little bit behind the doggo is going to have shadows. So I'm going to think of all the shapes that are turning upwards. And they are not going to receive light. They're going to receive as shadows. So, you are turning upwards. I'm asking my mind all the time. Are you upwards? Yes. Okay, you darker. Following the line here. Remember, it was receiving light, so it's going to receive now shadows. Why this part is darker, Gabs? And you made this part also darker here. Let me tell you, it's not because of the direction only, but also because of volume. And it's going deep inside, dark down. Deep down, okay? Just like here. This part here is going deep down. And this is great what you told, because YouTubers do that. YouTubers, they put exactly one here and another one here. And this is how they look. Completely without shadows. You're gonna see only the basic shadows on them. But again, it also depends if the diagonals are coming like completely to the side or a little bit in the front of the character. In this case, I did a little bit in the front. In this case, I'm going to also follow a little bit in the front. Deep parts are going to still receive shadows. The deep ones. It's going to look like those enemies that don't have really any shadow. Here, parts that are down, still going to receive. Here, a triangle in the middle. In the middle, since it's coming from both sides, totally in the middle. Now let's go into body. In the body part, we are going to show you exactly how colors affect your art. And first of all, we need to add colors, because without colors, how the freak we are going to show how colors affect everything. By the way, if you have trouble on making shades, you can always go and pick a reference where it's already got the right shade, the right shadow, in the right place, with the right light, with the right intensity, with the right everything. Reference is always a good path to follow. To appear the screen, and people normally do on a random color, you know? Random color. And it doesn't really fit on the background. Why it doesn't really fit? because the color in the background is reflecting into the character. I don't care if it's reflexive or not, it's still going to get even a little bit of the color in the background into it. So we're going to rotate into orange. This looks more natural. People also forget that some parts of the shades are going to get that strong red on them. I mean that, it's this red, the strong orange on them. Some parts may get a strong orange, like a strong reflection from the background. And it's totally fine happening. It can totally happen. See, it's totally happening right now. The color of your background is going to affect the color of your shading, your shadows in your character. And if you want your character to look like it is in the background, it needs to have the same type of color, of hue, as the same as in the background. And the second thing is that in some parts of your shadows that it is already in the same color as the background, it's going to get a little bit more saturated. Do you see it? Some parts a little bit more saturated. Why? Because it gets reflection, like a stronger reflection. To show you that it can happen with any color, okay? Any color. I want to show you how to apply shading with colors in the face. We're going to do now the shadows. Okay, I'm going to make the direction of everything going like this, okay? Everything going like this. Nose. I could do a triangle like this, but no. Remember? It got a direction, so it's a triangle going to the side. Upper lip, no light. Upper lip got no light. Lower lip only below. What we can do in the shadows? Change its saturation. Remember what I told you? We can change its saturation. Right now I'm using a saturated reddish color here, okay? To make everything in places that are really receiving a more stronger light, more saturated. It looks good, and I recommend you doing it. It really looks good. And if you're a traditional artist, you can just start already by painting close to light, saturated shadows. Now let's add a layer of color dodge. Pretty simple, let's go, pretty simple. Doing the same thing about clipping, Miashka. What? Why white? Okay, it's because I have not activated my transfer. Press F5, this screen is going to appear, and then press transfer. Yeah, better. Did this help you on finding how to draw better shades, how to shade? Because I hope it did. And if you still got questions, tell me in the comments. I'm here to help you, champ. And if it is helped you, why not help it even more people? Share this with a friend. Subscribe for more awesome tutorials like this, because I know you want to improve your art, and I won't rest until you hit your goal. And I'll be seeing you in the next tutorial. Bye bye, champ.